So, guys, I'm sorry. My voice is getting funny right now because this topic is quite emotional to me. Not happened to me personally, but it's just a bit. It's just one of those topics that are out there. I call it the Almighty One. It's yay! Drum roll, please. It's cheating and trust, yay! First of all, right, I need to ask everyone a question. Do you reckon it's right to snoop on your boo, yeah or nay?
Team Snoop, man.
Team no Snoop.
Team no.
Team no Snoop.
Team no. What you don't know ain't gonna kill you.
Exactly my point.
No. When I mean
trust.
Team Snoop, I mean Team Snoop when you have doubts.
When you have doubts.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, obviously, if you have doubts, you want to confirm your doubts. But like, there are certain girls, right, that would actually just go through the guy's phone whenever he gets back home,
I wouldn't do
and
that.
like his Facebook or like.
Can I just put a question
Twitter,
out there?
whatever.
If you've ever snooped, just raise your hands.
I think. Well, I
Well,
never snooped
ever.
before.
I've learned my
Probably with his
lesson.
permission.
I've
I would right in front of him.
Well, that's
it's
not
not
snooping. That's
When
not
it's with
snooping.
his permission. Going through his phone.
That's not
That's
snooping.
what
I mean,
I'm
when
saying.
you have to hack his phone to get his
Hack
like,
his
when-
phone.
that's
No, that's
like,
not
you don't know how cray girls can get. Like, they would make sure they see the way his hand is swiping, so they know his password. Like,
Okay, that's
and
funny.
like, and they
Talking
legit
from
go.
experience.
No, I'm sorry, I'm not into that. Six or five, whatever banter. But it's not my thing. Like, I'm sorry, I'm so for what you do not know will not kill you. Because I personally think people go and look for trouble. Like, trouble is just chilling. And people are like, oh yeah, trouble. Hey, yo, what's cracking? Let's chill. Let's do this. Let's chill right now. And
If you're looking,
obviously,
you'll find
you
it.
definitely
Yeah.
find
I
it.
mean,
Yeah.
things can seem wrong when you have that mindset.
Exactly
Imagine-
what I was going to say, because it might be
checking the normal
okay.
text, right?
Exactly,
Oh, babe,
but when your
but then
mindset
because of
already,
your
because
mind,
you
you're
thought
like,
about it,
it's
like
just
you're
called
already
out, babe.
thinking.
Yeah.
Calm down, babe.
You might actually find out some things that you just thank God I saw
know,
this.
yeah,
It's time for me to get out of this. But I've learned my lesson. Like when she said, have you snooped before? Of course I have. Like I used to, but I think after a while, just to have.
I mean, like you said, if you have
unnecessary.
suspicions and you're thinking, my guy's been acting in a way
Actually,
he's not
about
acting.
it. Suspicious. You should talk to him.
No, guys.
Why
guys.
would
Yeah,
you
like,
snoop
yeah,
before?
yeah,
Yeah,
but,
I think it's trust
we
issue.
know
I
how
think
guys
it's
get.
insecurities.
Guys are very different.
Yeah, like
You know what she just said about you might find something and then you're like, I'm about to move. This actually happened because I remember reading this in the newspaper. This girl went through her boyfriend's phone. She thought it was cheating, only to find out he's a pedophile. Now that's just taking it another
Okay, that's
step further.
definitely taking it.
You know, sometimes you maybe
Insane.
you might find something you did not put yourself.
So it was
in the
cheating
shoe
with a child, pretty much.
That's not even cheating.
that's deep.
for. Or you're going to
Pedophile.
his phone and you see certain items
Yeah, I
and you're
know,
like,
like pictures and
Guy.
You know?
And it happened to someone I know, like basically she wasn't snooping, but hers was like coincidence. You know, the way I swear, like immediately she told me, I just said Apple stays breaking relationships since 19 whenever they came. Like my girl was checking her mail on her boyfriend's laptop and apparently he, the way Apple syncs everything.
Yeah, that's quite true.
And that's the end of the story. You know what happened.
Okay.
It's just like
imagine if it's like because I've heard of this where it's a video from the past and then the person then found that video and the guy's like, honestly, it happened before I met you. But then the question is now,
Why
why do you
has
still
this-
have it?
Well,
Why
yeah.
do you
It
still
could
have
just be in
it?
your story.
Girl, storage for what?
Like,
For
to
what?
watch it,
I'm
like,
not alive. I'm
sorry,
all the
you gotta
storage
go
you
to the
need.
detail
man,
of
it's
it.
souvenir.
I'm all the storage you need. Like, you
No,
don't
no,
need
no, no,
storage.
no.
I am
Come
all the
on.
storage you
If
need.
you never
I'm all
checked
the
out when
storage
you
you
recently
need.
last viewed it.
No, but seriously, I'm all the storage you need.
could
You
have
don't
just
need any
saved it in an inbox or in a
Some of
folder
us remember,
for a
some
long
of us
time.
don't know the pictures we have on our
Exactly.
on our
You
laptop
might
that
not
we took
know.
like 20 years
20 years
ago.
ago. So I don't know.
How about what? Y'all should not even keep dirty pictures to begin with.
Why not?
No, they're men, let's
you
face it.
make
You're gonna
sound
keep a
so
dirty
straightforward.
picture.
But
I mean,
your
you could
laptop
see- you could
picture,
see-
your
You could be
laptop.
feeling saucy one day, and
Like to delete that picture after.
Something happened yesterday, like on my way to the train station. I took my friend's phone, a guy, and I saw like some like nude pictures, and I just gave him this like, dude, you have a girlfriend? Like, what's this? Obviously, I know his girlfriend. And I know that's not her. And then he looks at me and he's like, oh no, you know how WhatsApp automatically saves
I
our
don't know
pictures?
how
Yeah.
WhatsApp.
It does.
It
It
does.
does.
It
It
does.
does.
You don't
It does.
understand. I
You
know
can't
how
delete
it
it,
does.
though.
No,
But
but
it
I
does.
know
Wait,
how
wait,
it does.
wait,
But
wait,
my
wait.
point is
How
it
did
trying
you-
to justify the
No,
He still got the message on WhatsApp, first of all.
You
Let's
didn't
face
say,
it.
no, there was a story behind it. The
Why did
picture
you delete
wasn't
it
sent to
immediately?
him.
Yeah.
The
It was
picture
in the
was
group.
sent to his friend, and his friend was sending it to him that look what this girl
girl
is
said.
sending.
I don't know
me.
what
That's
she
what
said.
he said.
I'm sorry, that story even sounds
Never
long to
snoop.
begin
I
with.
never snoop because you have that mindset of insecurity snooping. You won't
Yeah.
believe him if
Exactly.
it's true.
If he- exactly.
Yeah,
You won't-
And to
yeah.
be honest, like someone already has like a mind made up about about snooping. Like that story will sound very corner.
Yeah.
Like, send it to the friend.
Yeah.
Friend sent it to the
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
Yo,
But
come
you think
on.
that's stupid?
No.
Come on.
If you guys think about it, things,
does
those stuff
happen.
happen all the
It
time.
It does
I can
happen,
see
but
it
if you
happen.
already have a preconception,
I think if you have a preconception about your other half, then that's the beginning of
Yeah,
A
you're
problem.
insecure
It's a
already.
problem, yeah.
You're starting to be insecure, and you need to talk to him about
You need to
it.
talk to him.
and
That
can
way
you guys
definitely
like?
need to
Do you
talk.
guys reckon you can actually trust 100%?
You try your best. It just gives you peace of
Yeah,
mind.
maybe 99.99999.
Yeah, just 99.1. You know,
I think you need
with
to
the
leave
point
room
one.
for that.
Doubt,
Surprise.
So
Yes,
yes. So you're not.
So you don't think you can trust and at the same time be open-minded? If that makes sense.
Let me just be
So,
honest.
like,
I don't
trust
even
and
trust
then-
myself 100%.
It's true.
I mean, people just wake up one day. I just change, right?
Yeah, and even if you did trust 100%, it would just take one thing. One thing will happen, and
I say,
yeah, it's just
for me, I think trust 100% until it's proven otherwise.
I was speaking to. I
That's what
actually
I think.
I had this argument with one of my guy friends, and he was like, "That please, it is like it's stupid to trust 100% because he knows that even his mom cannot vouch for him. Like with my life, if you ask me where my son is right now, like I can tell you, but if you ask me what is he doing, because there are certain things that she doesn't know about him that he can do. So like my mom will not be like, I put my life down. You cannot catch my son doing
is that
it.
your life, though?
No, I understand. Okay, maybe not my life, but like I put my top dollar down on my top naira or whatever. Like my son would never be caught doing this. So like you cannot trust someone 100% because you cannot vouch for them every single time.
No, I don't.
of
I
the
think
day.
if you always
But
have,
does that not kind of like
doubt
destroy things to
it
begin
destroys
with? Like he
things.
just breaks things.
I
to
think
begin
give it
with.
your all. If it hasn't given you any reason to doubt him, don't doubt him.
Yeah, that's what I
Don't-
believe
don't,
in. If you
know,
don't give me any reason to
don't-
doubt you,
yeah.
I would.
Yeah, don't.
But it doesn't mean I'm stupid.
Obviously not.
Be open to life.
Yes,
Things
you're
happen
open-
in life. Be
exactly.
open that there's a possibility it could
yeah.
end, there's a possibility to last, you could possibility it could cheat, there's a possibility it could never cheat.
There's a lot of
There's a lot of
possibilities.
possibility. Anything can happen. Why worry
Just
yourself?
hope for the best,
Yeah.
so you don't bother yourself.
Yeah.
Kind of like the hope for the
Be
best,
optimistic
expect the
about it.
worst.
Expect the worst.
The optimist,
the
the
best.
optimist
Hope
in
for the
you hope
best,
for the
expect the
best.
worst.
expect
No, but
the
I
worst.
think like this day,
But then,
there's
even
a
that-
lot of like girls go into relationship and like at the back of their mind, they're like, we're gonna break up soon. We're gonna break up soon. I
No,
feel
that's
like
just bad.
why
you to be-
Why are you
Yeah,
doing
it-
I
that?
think if at this
No.
stage I'm dating someone,
It
we're
depends
not
on the
breaking up
stage
soon,
you are.
That's not
Yeah.
my mentality.
that
that-
if you have that mentality, I don't think you should be in that relationship.
Agreed. But depends on the stage you are in life.
it's
So
broken
when
as
you're
a
younger,
relationship.
you're looking for an
And you're
excuse
looking
to
for an
break it up.
excuse to you just want to date
I'm
someone to
talking
waste
at
time.
this stage I am in
Okay.
life. At this stage I
Yeah,
am in
it's-
life. I don't want to go into a relationship
To
like I
break
say,
up,
oh,
yeah.
to break. No,
Yeah, that's pointless.
Why
Obviously not.
am I in the
Yeah, why
relationship?
bother?
That's
Yeah,
true.
to begin with, yeah.
It
It doesn't make any sense. So I had this discussion with you a while ago. I think we were talking about actually two people I've had it with you before too, and it's about basically getting back with your ex. So do you reckon like do you reckon it's a good idea to get back with an ex? Because from my point of view, I'll tell you what I see. According to how a friend painted it to me, and it was a guy, he goes, the reason why it's kind of like a bad idea to get back with your ex is, number one, people don't necessarily change. And number two, because you're not in a relationship with them anymore, they look attractive to you again. They look like the positivity they painted to you initially. And you kind of don't remember all the
Right? Can I just
all the hold on,
Can I
all,
butt in?
all the crap that they did,
I butt
and
in
until you
now?
get back in there before you realize,
know-
okay, so this was kind of a
You know,
mistake
sometimes
initially.
you could break up not because of the person, but because of the circumstances.
Exactly.
I'm not talking circumstances. I'm talking
We're talking about
person. I'm talking
person.
personality.
That's different.
No, also that as well. Depends on personality. Let's say guys, for example, they're not always ready to commit at a certain age.
Yes, of course.
You know, so they, at that point in time, they're quite childish, quite immature. They haven't done anything wrong. It's their personality at that point in time. Then you would separate. Then a few years later, you sort of
like,
meet up. He's not in the mind frame of settling down.
So would you
still
say
a great
just because
boyfriend.
he's my ex,
Exactly.
I'm not going to?
Would you say, you know?
The funny
I
thing
don't
is,
know.
if you had asked me this question, like, let's say, like 2 years ago,
You say no.
I'd probably be the one to tell you, he's an ex for a reason.
Yeah.
No, but ask me that question now. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna
That's
say
what I
that.
mean.
Yeah.
With
I'm
age,
not gonna
certain
say
things
that.
just change because you
Definitely.
start realizing that things are not black and white.
To come with the old thing you said about people don't change. I think people change.
I think,
I think people change.
Maturity sometimes.
People
I'm a bit
evolve.
skeptical on that.
I think
Like people
people
can get mature, but certain things don't.
Yeah,
change.
but then you
take for
change,
example.
though.
Okay,
When you get
okay,
mature,
take for
the way you
example.
think
Let me
differs.
give you an example. I don't think you broke up with a guy not because he was not mature, but because he never gave you. If you're the attention type of girl, which I am, he never gave you enough attention.
What
he never.
if now he has
He
learned
has,
that
From
from
experience.
another girl? From another girl, he's now
yeah.
learned.
Sorry.
Experience changes perception and changes how people
And now
behave.
he's dated someone else.
Someone else
He's realized
realized
that
this is what he needs to give.
attention needs to happen, and now he's
you know sometimes you have to go through like a series of experience for you to actually
Yeah.
realize that someone is not just making a big deal out of something.
Yeah.
Because sometimes guys just like this one, she just likes nagging. But by the time like 2, 3, 4 girls are like
saying
complaining about the
that,
same
Yeah,
thing, you're like,
you know, you start saying, okay, maybe
Okay,
it's
it's
not-
true. It might be
I'm
true.
just
Not
still,
her.
I'm just still quite
Why
skeptical
we
about
understand
it.
it?
I think
I don't think you can change a guy.
Right, yes.
I think
I
he
don't
would only
agree.
change if
By
he
himself.
realizes it himself.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I suppose. So that actually brings me to the next topic. Like, you know the way girls are all like, oh, I changed him.
Girl, please.
You like
not
girls
believe
can
that.
actually
Yes.
change players.
You can
No, some girls legit
change
set out to see. Some girls legit set out to change a guy. Like, he's a player. I'm gonna be the one to bag
I leave
him.
that to your
I'm going to
mother.
be
That's
the
not
one
my
to make him change and like wife me by force.
no, but when
Short
when
term,
it comes
it
to
works.
change, it doesn't have to be just the guy being the player. It could be something like maybe like
He
things
used to
like
smoke.
yeah, he used to smoke. I've had an experience. It was a bad one. I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of when I say set out. I'm one that I'm not. I always say I'm not attracted to guys that smoke. But then I was attracted to this guy.
And he
And
was.
he was a
yeah.
smoker. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, he
Can't
likes
change.
me.
Set
I'm gonna
out,
change
you know.
this guy. They'll tell you that once, baby, I'll stop smoking.
Yeah.
I won't smoke. I'll have just one.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Tell me.
When
That's
he's
why
ready, he'll be
he
ready.
It has to come. A change has to come from the
from-
person.
yeah.
You can't really,
Especially
influence
when it's an habit. It's not something you can just wake up and just say,
Yeah.
I'm dropping.
Because
No.
a lot of girls actually set out there like, ugh. You know the way every girl's like, oh, I tried it, and especially if it's like some
a
good looking guy,
project.
like, I'm gonna change him.
Yeah, but in the
I
first
know
instance,
how
why are you trying
to-
to change someone?
Yeah.
because you
Well, I
want to
guess
have
you're
him at all
attracted to that
costs.
person
Yeah,
as
but why would you
well.
have
Maybe
someone
there's
tries
that
to change
little
you?
thing that just
Yeah.
bugs
How
you.
would you feel? Someone
Might
say,
not
oh,
be
I
that,
want
it might just be the
Bookie,
fact
let me
that-
change you.
You might be the one
I
that
like
wants
the way
to.
I laugh.
Yeah, that's this
You
way. I
might be
don't
the
like
one that
this.
wants to make him know that monogamy is bae.
Education.
Like monogamy is delicious, it's beautiful, and it's not just about hopping from girl to girl. So like, I will change him and make him
I
love
would like to
monogamy.
think he's smart enough to
And then
know
you
that
don't go to
monogamy
such a
is big.
ridiculous comforting yourself. You'll be saying is this, is that. You saw the
You saw the
Yeah,
before you
exactly.
before you went in.
Exactly.
I keep saying sometimes we girls, we see that whole
Yeah,
right there.
you
Yeah,
put your
we
I
leg
just
in
walk
it.
into it
You're like-
conveniently. Just enter.
We make excuses, like, but you know,
There's always a
there's
but.
always a but. There's always a but.
Yeah.
But he's a good looking guy. He has good prospects.
But
He drives this car, but he just smokes.
it's just a little bit. But
Smoking.
But then again, you know,
Yeah.
it's the same thing when we're saying you can never have a perfect
No,
person.
you
So
can't.
would you be
Can't.
able to compromise on
Compromise
that?
on
If it
that.
doesn't
exactly.
change?
I said that to someone before. I said, listen, just like you complain about this guy, he's probably complaining about you.
yeah.
So guess what you're gonna do? Everyone compromises. However, something you know you cannot live with for the rest of your life.
Don't.
You
Yeah.
never
Never.
compromise on
Don't.
it.
There's
Leave.
no point.
You need to leave. Not immediately, but once you see that he's not willing to change, that you've spoken about it, and my guy is like, that's how I am. Once you see that he's not willing to budge on that,
But some people do
you
it
kind of
for
need
the
to like
short
almost
term.
step out of
And
it.
then
What do you mean by short term?
like maybe they might like stop for like a short period of time, and then you guys think like everything is like back to normal, and then all of a sudden
It's back
it's
again.
back
It's back
again,
again.
and then that's
Doing-
what causes like the problem, and then
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I thought you've changed, blah blah. I thought you.
Yeah.
And someone
Because
else
you
will
can't
and they'll be
force
like,
him to
you knew.
change.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, like that's why I said you need to have the conversation. Once you know that the guy has said like, okay, listen, I'm not going to like I'm not gonna change this for anybody. Just leave it when you can still stop while you're ahead. Basically, stop while the round of applause is still very. When the love? No, but listen, like see, people always say love is blind, but you need to think your love should think in the long run. Because if you for the next 30 years, you're going to be living with this on top of love. Is love going to help you when your guy is annoying you and you almost feel like doing something you're not supposed to do to
love
him?
Conquers all, guys.
Love conquers all. Yeah, right. So they say. So this is a very touchy aspect of it, and cheating is interesting, isn't it? Right? Like because I think do you reckon there is something like a cheating radar? I will explain what I mean. So if your guy cheats and like he kisses a girl, even though there's those that say I kissed her mistakenly, but that's even another day. Like he kisses a girl, like would you forgive someone who kissed a girl as opposed to someone who like slept with a girl? And which one is worse, emotional cheating or physical cheating?
Cheating is cheating.
Emotional, I think emotional cheating
to be honest, but emotional cheating is quite
because it takes a long time.
Yeah,
like
you've talked and sharing a bit of himself
person
with somebody else that is not sharing with
and
you.
you know, we're discussing this yesterday. Like the physical aspect of it can be void of emotion. So like it could have done that just because.
Because
you
you
were not
satisfying him.
But when you start building that emotional relationship with someone else, oh my god, like
I think emotional cheating is worse.
That's worse.
Because the physical, according to guys, they can like disconnect.
Yeah, it can be devoid of.
Guys, it takes a while for guys to build
I don't believe in that.
Okay, fine, agreed. It is worse, but both of them
Then
are
it-
bad.
Don't
Do
do
it.
it.
I don't care if it's whatever level it is.
Fair enough. We know it's bad. We know you shouldn't do it, but it's the world we live in.
However, it's what the excuse we make. Oh, that one is okay. He only did a
Yeah.
certain level. It's not as bad as if he was connected to that.
So would you break
You're
up with him
allowing
if
yourself.
he kisses another girl?
Yes. If he's my boyfriend, yes.
Okay.
But do you know, I feel like if we're comparing a girl and a guy, I think we'll easily forgive the guy kissing some other girl than the girl
kissing
some
some other
other
guy.
guy.
Obviously.
It's
because
selfish.
of
Because
what
there's
we-
selfish mentality.
because society tends to think that when a girl cheats, it's emotions and
it's
blah blah blah.
nonsense.
Nonsense. That's
Absolute nonsense.
That is bullshit.
Completely agree.
So do you guys
That is bullshit.
So do you guys think if mistakenly, I said mistakenly because I all believe we're women of integrity here, you know. So, if you mistakenly get with someone else's boyfriend when he's still dating the person, I put mistakenly there for a reason.
Okay.
And he breaks up with her and gets with you, would he cheat on you too?
Yes.
Yes.
The likelihood
Plus,
is very,
plus,
very high.
even if it doesn't, you would always think if he could leave
If
someone
yeah,
else for me,
yeah.
he's probably
You-
going
you-
to do
It's
the
not
same
even
thing.
live. If they could do that with
That's
someone
what
else.
exactly.
Like, what
Your
would you
security
do to me?
How will you be
Circumstance-
secure?
To play the circumstances we have could be different. Like you don't know what's going on
Going
with
on
both of them,
between them,
and you came in
yeah.
at that time when it was almost done anyway.
Yeah,
if it
true
wasn't
that.
you,
Do you think it was almost done or you were the one that made it done? Because it could have been the one that made it done. They could have worked it out. It almost done.
I hope not.
But you came with your lips. There are girls who can be Delilah sometimes. You just come and sweeping in there, and like you think that is almost done, and like whatever woman power you have, you just blind the guy, and like oh my god, it's done. Even if it wasn't almost done, but like because of you, it's so done. But okay, so how many people here believe in breaks in relationships? Can I raise
Like
your
let's
hand?
take a break and come back.
I don't.
I'm sorry, that's just so. Do you reckon like do you reckon you can cheat on a break?
I don't, because I'm talking from personal experience. My last boyfriend, we took a break.
I think breakups are
break
90%
make me fall out of love.
No, I think breaks are 90% break. Like 90% of breaks are breakups
don't
waiting
work
to
out.
happen.
Exactly. Yeah, break up.
Yeah.
So don't tell me on a break, whatever you cannot solve with me or Jesus, you can't solve it at all.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry.
I
You can't tell me you need to go and think about your life.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about? You
No,
can't
no,
think
no,
about
no, no,
me.
but
If we're together.
as much as you say that, I think maybe in some situations some breaks are needed.
Yeah.
I agree.
For
I
what?
think breaks
Like
are...
sometimes you're all up in each other.
you argue
just
just
What is the
Yeah.
point? Listen, this is my point about breaks. If you say you're all up in each other and you come back and start dating, you will still be all up in each other. Would you always take
No,
breaks?
no. I don't
rejuvenate?
think so. I don't think so. I think like sometimes people I think breaks sometimes help you realize if you actually want to continue being with this
Why don't you
person.
just break
It's like
up
you
with the
stand out
person?
of it.
Yeah,
And
and
you
you look at it
you
from
look
like,
you know.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm all in
Yes.
support of breaks.
Yeah, right,
Sometimes I don't
guys.
do breaks.
Sorry.
but
I don't break
Yeah.
breaks. I know nothing. I don't know.
Can
Like,
I-
I
Can
don't
I
even
just
shift
step
on
back?
it.
Can I just step back to the cheating? Right. I have a scenario where a friend of mine who's a girl is in a relationship, and I saw her kiss another girl. Now, is that cheating?
Of course it is.
Another
that's
girl-
not
it is.
cheating.
Of course it is.
That is cheating,
It's
please.
cheating.
That's
Cheating
not
is cheating
cheating.
regardless of
What
who
if
you
what
kiss.
if
Wait,
you know you
if-
were all there
is
in
it
the
like
group?
an emotional kiss or just girl
Oh,
banter?
now
okay,
we are
okay.
judging the kiss, so it goes back to no. Hold on a
There's girl
second.
banter jokes.
Hold on a
Okay,
second. So
yeah.
it
It
goes back to
depends.
the whole thing of if
There's
a guy should
levels.
kiss the girl.
It's levels.
So is that a cheating radar?
No,
If he should kiss a girl and
right,
he's not
let's
emotional and
imagine
it was
it
all
was a
love and
truth or
games
dare
as well.
game.
Truth or
Yeah,
dare.
it's a dare game, so come on.
That's a
Come on, that
Even
is
for
a
the
joke.
guy, that doesn't count.
That doesn't.
Even for
It
the
is a
guy.
joke.
Yeah,
That
that's-
does
that's-
not count.
that's-
I
Everyone else
personally
was there.
think
Yeah,
I
that does
personally
not
think if
count.
you are playing truth or dare, you should establish the fact that you're in a relationship. Before
Yeah,
you
you
start.
establish
Yeah,
it,
you
and
establish,
then
but
you
some
say,
people are just
because
stupid.
the only
They
reason
say
you
they
give-
know.
No, if they give you dares of having to do something intimate with somebody else, you should be a man and go for the
Or be
other
a woman,
option,
or
or
be
be
a
a
woman.
woman. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry, but
go for
know
the
your
other
boyfriend.
option.
Would your
Exactly.
boyfriend mind?
Yeah.
He probably wouldn't mind. I know.
No,
The main
mind
session, the boyfriend I've had would not mind if I kissed a girl in a truth or dare.
Don't they like that?
But some
stuff,
of them
though?
like that anyway. They want to kiss a girl, you know.
I thought they like that kind of
They want you to
stuff.
kiss a girl anyway.
They want you to do
They even
it.
want you to all kiss each other together.
Because I'm like, babe, this is what happened, and you'd be like,
Oh, so interesting.
You know, you cannot invite that girl over. You know, let's do this one.
But do you guys think there is cheating when you're on a break? So when you're on a break and someone gets with somebody else, would you consider that cheating? Because I have a friend
No,
who is
no.
so
Absolutely
like she's so
not.
head on. She's
Yeah,
like
it's called
not
a
cheating.
break.
she
for
has
a reason.
no. She has what's it called? Conditions. Yeah, if he is the one who establishes the break and he gets to somebody else, it's cheating. But if
It's not
she's the
cheating.
one,
Break on purpose.
if she's the
Just
one
so
who
you can
establishes
quickly-
the break
I would
and he gets
rather
to
have
somebody
that.
else, then maybe not.
Yeah,
Maybe it's not.
when you see her,
yeah.
can you answer this question for me? Would she rather they're together and
It's
cheat
really
on her?
Obviously not. Like she has a total zero tolerance, but I tell her every time that I think it's pretty unrealistic for you to say someone is cheating when they're on a break.
Right.
Even though I'm so
in a
not for
relationship
breaks,
together.
I'm not for breaks, but then like how would you say?
I mean, when you're on a
someone
break,
is
you're not in a
cheating?
relationship.
Exactly. So when you're
But
on a
I
break,
feel like there is
No, because
still
for her, she
something.
yeah, exactly. That's her point. She
no,
said
see,
there's a
no,
possibility
no.
of you getting back together. So
That is
possibility.
Possibility.
When you're taking
mine is why would you even go on a
Break
break
the
to
life.
begin with?
sometimes you're in each
place.
other's face. Sometimes you have
You will still be in each other's face when you
yes,
get
but
back.
maybe at this point in time, you know, there are a lot of Delilahs out there tempting a lot. You don't want
A
to
lot.
cheat on your
on
girl.
your- yeah.
You really love her, but
So
the
you
thing-
want
you
to
take a
have
break to go and
sex,
chill with
sit down,
Delilah.
sit down
You
outside.
tell her like, look, let's just take a break because you know I'm
You take
getting
a
a lot
break
of
to chill on
temptations.
You
take a break to cheat on
maybe
Delilah.
break
for the guy. That's for him to
I think it's
establish
fair.
if
I think it's
he
fair.
wants to
to be
just
with
be
you.
a
You know.
Yeah.
or he wants to be with the girl.
Right.
It's that simple. Because I mean, if a guy proposes the fact that I want to go on a break just so I can go cheat, I like to think that nobody would do that. But
Let us just break it up.
the way I see cheating, I know people always say that you don't plan for it
But sometimes
to
you
happen.
don't.
But
Yeah.
sometimes you actually don't. I think sometimes you don't plan.
So sometimes you don't.
You don't.
The
You just
Delilahs of,
happen.
you know, out there.
Stop saying
It's
that.
not only Delilah. The men
I
too.
don't say
guys?
that.
What they call the
There are
guys?
good things. There are good things you can learn from Delilah's.
It's a two-way
Sorry,
thing.
all
you know?
Delilahs out there.
It's a two-way thing. The guys too. We need
They are
to.
involved
We can't
in
condemn
it.
Definitely.
Zach. The
Oh,
guys
we-
too. The
So
guys too.
if you find out your partner cheated and well, not in the off chance, in the chance that you want to forgive or whatever, basically if you catch them, who do you snatch, your partner or the person?
So who do
Your
I beat
partner.
up first?
Who do I beat
No,
up
it's
first?
the
Basically,
partner.
yeah, who do
It's
you
the partner.
snatch?
I'm
partner.
gonna be my partner first. What's my business?
Yeah, exactly. He could.
Do I know what he
Some
told the
people
girl?
actually snatch the girl like
Wait.
Why?
Do-
Well,
I
the
don't know
partner
what
could
he
say
told the
no
girl.
as the girl.
The
but
partner can say
appropriate-
no.
The appropriate thing is towards your partner.
Partner,
Or
obviously.
people, obviously, it's like you want to blame.
Because I say
the
to
girl.
people,
sorry, I don't
I
see any anger
guys
towards the girl
guys
at all.
lie. Guys
They
say
might have lied to the
bullshit.
girl.
I
You
do
might
not
have
see
bullshit
any
the
anger
girl.
towards
But
the
you haven't
girl.
been in that situation. Imagine you just walking. I haven't been in that. But I can imagine. I will definitely feel anger towards the girl, towards the guy.
No, but
No,
this
I
is my
wouldn't.
I
this,
feel towards
this
the
is the
guy,
way I
not the
imagine it. If you have kids, right, and then they come from school and they say your kid fought with that kid or your kid did something, who would you tell off? Like if there are two kids involved, your kid and somebody else.
My kid.
Of course.
Yeah.
Your jurisdiction
kid.
lies with the person
Yeah,
who is
I
with
agree.
you.
I agree, but it's not such a rational thing that you want
Okay,
to.
yeah. You
Can
sit
I-
there,
can
you
I-
analyze the
can I-
situation
can I-
to
can I-
it.
can I-
No, you
Can I
cannot.
just-
Yeah, but why are you
Can I-
using anybody the
Can I
first
give you a
place?
scenario? You literally walked in, right? And this girl is going down on your guy. Now, are you going to slap the girl first or are you going to slap the guy first?
She's my
You
sister.
snatch a weave and
Automatically, you're
No,
beating up the girl
no,
first.
no,
You're
you know, you're
beating the girl.
snatching a weave and move her out.
She's of the best reach.
Exactly.
The guy,
Snatching
you
a
want
weave to move out of
You
the
need to
way.
remove the obstacle
of
to
the way.
hit the
She's
target.
Exactly.
So you need to snatch.
She's the obstacle.
It might not be by
Exactly.
weave. It might be by natural
Exactly.
hair.
Yeah. You have to drag
Snatch
that.
the hair out
Yeah.
of the
But at the end
place.
of the day, the problem is your partner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
At the end of the
Obviously.
day. But you may just
But
be
you
there
know,
and
but
very
you know
angry
that's
and
one thing
attack
that
someone
girls
else.
don't actually address.
What?
A lot of girls these days go after
After the
Yeah.
girl, yeah,
they
snatch
and they
her.
would be like so calm to their partner because obviously
Yeah.
you know guys have a way of sweet talking.
Yeah.
You catch a guy on the
It's
girl,
like
you
a
tell you
special
I'm
kind of-
measuring
It's
the
my
girl.
DNA.
Oh, yeah, it's my DNA.
I was
like,
just
guys
checking. I was
cheat.
just checking for her. She was okay. Like they'll always find a story.
It's not what it looks like.
She
Yeah.
came up to me.
Yeah.
She gave me alcohol.
Like
I
I
didn't
really
know what
tried.
was
Like
going on.
I would have said
You're
no.
a baby.
No, but there was something that just came to my head. Now it's not really related to this. It's related to something we've spoken about before. My friend once told me about this term. She coined it. That is really funny. She calls them canopy brothers. So canopy brothers are basically those friends, right? That in your life that they won't date you, right? But they have a problem if you get with somebody else. They literally criticize. They criticize every guy you get with, and I think every girl in their life has
Yeah.
canopy brothers.
Yes.
What do you think about canopy brothers? No, canopy sisters are even okay. Canopy brothers, like, okay, if you want to date me, but he won't. But if you get with somebody else, it's a problem.
Okay.
The guy is not good enough for you. Is too tall.
You always
He's
see
too
that
short.
excuse.
He's too
But yet,
skinny.
he won't
Yeah.
step up to the
He's
game.
too-
And that's
He
the
won't
girl.
exactly.
Well, that's why I will stay in that kind
that
of
Why should you stay
that
life?
Yeah.
He's giving canopy over your life.
No protection.
That's why I stay in that zone. That's why you stay in that zone.
No, but what do you do with canopy brothers? Like, do you tell
There's
them
nothing you
like?
can do. There's nothing
Because
you
they
can
will,
do.
they always feel that way. They will always talk to you that
Do
way.
you just tell them straight up like,
Yes.
did
You
I
move on
step
with your
up to the
life.
game or like you just?
I
let
don't
me
even
be?
need to tell you. Did
I don't
I
tell
step
you
up?
anything.
Yeah.
What's
If you
my
don't want to
business
stand
with
for
that?
you don't
I
want to
think
step
it's
for
really
No.
important to create boundaries with such
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
You need to
exactly.
create boundaries.
Yeah.
Things
Don't
might
tell-
be
yeah,
relationship.
exactly.
Tell
Just
you.
stop telling them
Yeah,
when there's
but-
a guy interested in you or when you go with a girl.
Unless you're interested in it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you're telling them to know. It's like,
They know how they are
To
going
know
to react
that's
and
the
how they
game.
feel about
and you're
it.
like, come on,
Yeah.
step up. This is a sign. Like, kind of thing.
But then again,
Yeah.
This is the game as a
Step
canopy
up.
brother. You need to sort yourself out. Please. All canopy brothers out there, can you stop cramping the style of our sisters?
Yeah, when they also
Thank you very
canopy
much.
sisters.
Let them get out
They
and let
forget.
They
them
hinder you from
have
men.
fun and let them enjoy their
canopy
lives.
sisters for
And,
the guys
and yeah, they're
Yeah.
canopy sisters too. Please, can you guys just stop constituting the canopy to this?
There's always that girl that's
Just
trying
let
to
them
play
go.
wifey
Let
duty.
them go.
Somebody else
Exactly.
the
Yeah,
boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's been such an amazing episode. Obviously nobody can ever agree on cheating, even for people like me who like to be all objective and be like, obviously there's no one who gets cheated on and won't
feel some kind of
feel
way.
some kind of way. But I'm sorry, I personally think, sorry to cause a little ruckus here again, if you kind of need to think about it first before you take any irrational decisions. IR in bracket rational. However you just say irrational or rational decisions, And do you guys think there's a radar on cheating? Do you think kissing is worse than having sex? Or do you think emotional is worse than physical? So many different. It's so sad how we've decided to break cheating into different portions. But yeah, there are different things there. Thanks for watching. Right, it's been an amazing